mistaken identity. 3'6" with my wheels on the floor, always needing someone to open or close the door. Yes, I have to admit sometimes needing assistance. The preferred approach has always been expansive distance. By nature, I want to do everything by myself, but I can't even hardly reach the third from the top of the shelf. So I'm forced to interact with these often dead creatures. I'm even take part in my cynical satirical features. Why you in that chair? Some guy asked, can't you walk? This fucker's dumb as a post, can't believe he can talk. My old man's dead now, and he was in a chair, talking to me as if I could really fucking care. Some girl asked me what I have like it was my choice. I tell her my condition using a very jaded voice. Why is it so important to know what I got? It's much I can catch it out in the cold damn parking lot. So I found a middle to keep them off kilter, and all I had to do was adjust my filter. Don't accuse me of refusing your amenity just because you fell for my mistaken identity. Fuck me, this one saw me outside waiting for prom. I work with her, so I know she knows not one of their songs. She says I had no idea you were into this stuff. Got the tickets for free, I say, clearly off the cuff. Christians protesting outside the show. Let's ask the guy in the wheelchair what the hell he knows. I tell him there's nothing wrong with healthy rebellion, that for 40 years I've long been an atheist hellion. Outside the venue, hoping the seats were a good selection. Get inside, then staff takes me to the handicap section. I tell them no thanks, then I head for the low-lying stage, cause the shitty view from back there was way too easy to gauge. I see this guy I work with before the start of the concert. He looks okay to me though without his necktie and dress shirt. I honestly used to think he was kind of a moronic dipshit. Okay, I was wrong, but I promise we'll never be close-knit. So I found a minute to keep them off kilter, and all I had to do was adjust my filter. Don't accuse me of refusing your amenity just because you fell for my mistaken identity. Some guy knows everyone in the band, and he's not afraid to say, I really have my doubts, but I bite and say, okay. Then I ask him a very obvious band trivia question. Suddenly the topic changes at his very suggestion. This lady asked me if she can go to the bar and get me a drink. I'm admittedly a bit parched, but I don't want to leave my spot. I tell her I don't drink, but a bottle of water will do fine. Should now rather talk to the guy drinking cheap white wine. Industrial girl saunters over and offers me a mushroom, looking all tarted up in her tight violet cyber costume. However, I find it sage advice to avoid temptation, so I let her down softly with my cool application. Rockabilly Jean shows me her breast while I wait for the cramps. She's really not my type, but I'm pressed up hard against the amps. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm no looker either. Still, I shut it down quickly, lest I surely deceive her. So I found a minute to keep them off kilter, and all I had to do was adjust my filter. Don't accuse me of refusing your amenity just just because you fell for my mistaken identity.
G.I. Joe looks at me, asking where I served. I tell him McDonald's, oh come on man, that was deserved. He runs a vet clinic that does a lot of swimming, and he can get me in at the pool with scantily clad women. There's a lady with a giant silver crucifix on her chest, but this ain't a gosh, so I think to myself, somewhat distressed, she inquires whether I still have Jesus in my heart. A long time ago, yes, but I've since made a fresh start. This joke's the coach for some wheelchair basketball team. He can make me a winner, and that ain't all it seems. He greets my wife, but he thinks she's actually my nurse. Guess because a cripple can get none in his universe. Some drunk puts a hand on my shoulder, pretending he's a friend. I weakly smile, but I assure you it's only pretend. He says you can do anything at all if you try hard enough, or you haven't disappeared yet. So I think I called your bluff.
So I found a minute to keep them off kilter, and all I had to do was adjust my filter. Don't accuse me of refusing your amenity, just because you fell for my mistaken identity.
Here's a vegan hippie gal wearing a tie-dyed shirt. Now I've never been known to ignore an obvious flirt. She tells me she can fix me up with some healthy nutrition. She does have a point, is my only admission. Here comes the girl with hair all like Susie. No one left, right or behind, so she's coming right for me. Now I've always been attracted to gals who look like death, but I roll off due to a really nasty case of cigarette breath. Sharply dressed and wearing a huge pin in her hair. I'm kind of attracted to this gal, but I really don't care. I tell her please move, cause the needles give me a fright. Definitely not going home with her, but I kept my eyesight. Dude thinks I'm gay, but okay, the concert is soft sell. I don't swing that way, but okay, so what the hell? I let him kiss me, you know, it's actually okay. I used to pray my past girlfriends could kiss me that way.
So I found a minute to keep them off kilter, and all I had to do was adjust my filter. Don't accuse me of refusing your amenity, just because you fell for my mistaken identity.
Against the stage, trying to hear the music and lyrics, but the blue hair to my right is blowing the atmospherics. She keeps grabbing my arm and holding it up in the air. I'll go home with a broken arm, but she won't know or care. Tough guy looks really severe, but that can be fun. Then his jacket slits open, and I see a chrome-plated gun. He puts his arm around me and buys me drinks that night. Nothing bad happens though, so I guess it's alright. Stating the obvious, the loner tells me, great show. I mutter yeah under my breath, cause I'm anxious to go. You see, I'm here only for the loud, abrasive music. I'm not here looking to recruit a new concert sidekick. Dada dive, my friendly gal offers me a hit on the joint, but my employers do not endorse that viewpoint. I smile and respectfully decline her generous offer. She closes
refusing your amenity just because you fell for my mistaken identity. So I found a minute to keep them off kilter, and all I had to do was adjust my filter. Don't accuse me of refusing your amenity just because you fell for my mistaken identity. I can tell them anything this accent she said, anything they wanna hear as well as drop dead. Everything right up to and including obscenity. She's in love, this is I and their mistaken identity. I can tell them anything this accent she said, anything they wanna hear as well as drop dead. Everything right up to and including obscenity. She's in love, this is I and their mistaken identity. I can tell them anything this accent she said, anything they wanna hear as well as drop dead. Everything right up to and including obscenity. She's in love, this is I and their mistaken identity.